Long, long time ago, when things were good and gods still lived amongst men, there was a god named Adala, the mighty god of thunder. He lived amongst the people and always defended them from their enemies. Ajala's presence brought so much comfort and protection to the villagers, and a lot of them were thankful for his kindness and bravery. Years later, Ajala decided to take a wife, and when he made this decision known, a lot of women circled around him, begging him to marry them. This made the men of the town so jealous and angry, and some of them were too angry that they had evil intentions about him. Amongst the women flocking around Ajala was Ijoma, a beautiful woman who was set to marry Iwobi in 2 market weeks. The moment Ijoma heard that Adala wanted to get married, she quickly called off her marriage to Iwobi, saying she wanted to get married to the strongest man in the town. Iwobi begged and begged Ijoma to change her decision, but Ijoma remained adamant. Later, Ajala got married to Ijoma, and Iwobi later married Ijoma's best friend, Azuka. Ijoma got pregnant almost immediately, but Azuka found it very difficult to conceive. Years later, Ijoma conceived again and put to bed, but Azuka was still yet to conceive. Iwobi was so angry and jealous to a point that he started plotting evil. One day, as Ajala went to the border to defend the town from their enemies, Iwobi secretly went to Ajala's compound. Ijoma, who was cooking food for herself and for her children, saw him and came out to greet him. She was so happy that Iwobi came to her house for the first time in many years. As they chatted, Ijoma asked him to join her in the kitchen. She needed to be close to the food she was cooking so it won't get burnt. Iwobi agreed and joined her in the kitchen. Soon after, Ijoma left Iwobi to get cola for him. She didn't know that her kindness would be the end of her and her children. As she left Iwobi, he got out the portion he had previously prepared and poured all of the contents into the pot of food Ijoma was cooking. As soon as Ijoma came back with the cola in her hand, Iwobi stood up and left with the excuse that he had to take his wife Azuka somewhere. Ijoma bid him goodbye. And not long later, she finished her cooking, dished out the food, and ate with her children. Almost immediately, she and her kids had severe stomach pains and they died in their rooms. Upon returning from the battle, Ajala's heart sank as he approached his hut. Rain poured heavily from the skies and dread gripped his soul. Adala shook his wife and children, begging them to wake up, but they were long gone. Shocked and devastated, Ajala's world crumbled around him. With his determination, he sought for justice and he left his wife and children still lying in the room while he marched to the king's palace under the rain, seeking answers and retribution. However, to his dismay, the king dismissed Ajalla's plea for justice, claiming that there were insufficient evidence to pursue the matter. Betrayed by those he loved and had tirelessly protected, Ajalla's sorrow turned into rage like the gathering storm. The clouds quickly formed above, and as he was consumed by his fury, Adala unleashed his divine powers, transforming into thunder himself. With each booming roar, he wreaked havoc upon the village, unleashing his wrath upon those who had wronged him. As the villagers trembled under Ajalla's fury, Iwobi the culprit stepped forward, confessing to his heinous crimes. And in a flash of lightning, Adala struck Iwobi, turning him into swarms of earthworms, avenging his family's untimely death. The king and the remaining people pleaded severally to Adala to have mercy on them. And even in his rage, Ajalla's heart softened at their pleas. And with a heavy heart, Adala forgave them. But the scar of his loss and the betrayal remained within him. Not long later, Adala returned to the heavens where he had come from. Now, whenever thunder rumbles and rain pours from the heavens, it serves as a haunting reminder of Ajalla's grief. And whoever hears the thunder hides in fear, thinking that Ajalla was about to unleash his wrath yet again. Alright, loves, we have come to the end of our story today. What do you think of our story? Do tell us in the comment section.